say you won't take that long. I'm waiting on you to find me, and I've been right here at home. Don't give me no excuses, just make it up. No, baby, just come see about me. Yeah, 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 yeah. You owe me one, you owe me one. Run that. You owe me one, you owe me one. Run me my chance.
All right, welcome everybody to the second part of the Brad Bernstein Show. I am joined as usual by Sans Squeeze. That means Squeeze is not here in French. As usual, I am joined by a strong manly guy by the name of Kyle, who's handling all our social media.
What is that?
Oh, that's my phone. I got to, there we go. All right. And the telephone number to call to get your immigration questions answered is 1-800-529-5465. We got to jump right off into immigration today because later today we're going to be joined by Carmela for a little tax discussion. That's always exciting.
That's always.
We actually make it exciting. You want to know what? There's only one thing exciting about taxes, not paying it.
Yeah.
So the only topic that is actually exciting about tax is not paying it, and that's what Carmela's good at, is getting you not to pay your taxes.
It also gets exciting when you don't pay it, but you don't go through Carmela.
And you
go through the justice system, and you
no,
go to jail.
No, it's not. That's not as exciting. When you go through Carmela, that's scary. When you go through Carmela, you're doing it legally.
Yeah.
You're doing it legally. So
some people do it the Wesley Snipes way.
Yeah, because Wesley ended up in jail. So you do it the legal way. So Carmela will be here a little bit later to talk about how she can save you a lot of tax dollars. We're also going to be joined by, I don't know if it's just Megan or Kristen. Somebody from our family law department will be showing up at some point during the show to talk about child support, child custody, visitation, divorces. That's not very pleasant either. Especially when you go to jail for not paying child support. You know, you can be right there in Wesley Snipes' jail cell with him. So you want to pay attention to that as well. But right now we are. I don't know if you actually you can be held in contempt of court if you really keep refusing to pay child support.
In contempt?
Contempt, yeah, and go to jail.
I thought you had to curse out a judge.
Well, maybe. We'll speak to Just Megan about that and find out. But right now, we're going to be answering your immigration questions. It's the afternoon show of the Brad and Squeeze Show. We are heard live on 93.5 FM. We're also live on the Facebook platform at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. We are also live on the Facebook platform of Brad Bernstein. So you can check us out also on Brad Bernstein's Facebook page. If you're not sure who Brad Bernstein is, that would be me. Also, you can check us out on YouTube. Is that correct?
That is correct.
That is correct. At the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. We only have 4 people watching on YouTube right now. But Carol Anderson, the Tiger, watches on both. Always. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. And why don't we just jump right off into immigration? Why don't we do that? Joseph.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm there.
You're there. Okay. By the way, Kimberly, you can use one of the headphones there if you want to listen. We have a guest listener today. I don't know. It may be too loud for you or not. Let Kyle know. Okay. What's going on, Joseph? You still there?
Yes.
All right. What's going on?
My son has this green card in the year 2001, and he went back to Trinidad, and he lost it. He never came back up to the state. Is there a possibility that he can come back up?
How old is he now?
He's 31.
So, what has he been doing for the last 16 years after he lost his green card? Did he ever even try to get his green card?
No, not really.
No. Were you a citizen before he left the United States?
Yes, I am.
Were you a citizen before he left the United States?
Yes.
And were you married to the mother?
His mother is down in Trinidad.
Okay. Did you live with him?
With him?
Yes, here in the United States. You did when you were a citizen.
Yes, he came up by me.
It's very possible. He can't get his green card back, but it's very possible he's a citizen of the United States if he had a green card and was living with his biological father prior to his 18th birthday in your legal custody. So I think what you should do is let's make an appointment and let's see if we can get him a U.S. passport maybe and let him come back on that. If he's not a U.S. citizen, you're going to have to refile for him again. But we'll have to take a look at a little more diligently at the facts here.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second. We are located in downtown Manhattan at 225 Broadway, but hold on. I'm going to have you speak to somebody off the air.
Okay.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Arnie. Arnie.
Hello.
Oh, Annie. I apologize. Annie. My apologies. What's going on?
Hi, Brad. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. I have a quick question to ask you. My niece came here when she was like 14 years old. She finished elementary, middle, and high school. In the meanwhile, her dad got his green card. She had the Obama DACA program. She went back to school and earned herself a good career. Now she's 27. Is there any way her dad could sponsor her? He has an appointment for his citizen on July 26th of this month.
If she's single, the dad should be filing for her all these years. He doesn't have to wait to become a citizen. It's actually faster if he starts now.
Yeah, the reason why he didn't sponsor her in the meanwhile when he was getting his green card, the lawyer he had telling him that if he sponsored for her, she'd have to go back home. That is right. So he was kind of worried that he didn't want her to go back home when there was anybody there to take care of her. But she's still with her dad, and she's 27 years old. You know what?
That was the worst move he can make. Which is, you know what, I'm not going to sponsor my daughter because I'm scared at the end of the case she may have to go home. So therefore, I'm just going to let her live here illegally forever.
Yeah,
given the choices, it doesn't really make sense why you wouldn't at least start the sponsorship process and then decide years down the line whether she'll go home to pick up her green card or not. But he should listen to me. Annie, listen to me. Start it right now. Don't wait any longer. The longer you wait, the longer she's waiting for a green card. We're doing a disservice to this child who's not a child anymore.
Yeah, but then everybody was like, oh, she has
Stop listening to so what? Is that going to be file? No.
That is what I'm saying.
No, it will not be forever. So we don't know what will happen. File, let the dad file. Let's stop being, I don't know. I can tell you what will happen if you don't do anything. Nothing. Nothing will ever happen. Nothing ever happens when you do nothing. Do you know that? Do you know what? When you do nothing, nothing happens.
And the good thing he has an appointment for his citizen on the 26th of this month.
You're not listening to me. File today.
Okay.
Don't wait for the citizenship. File today. Hold on. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. And let's go to Michelle. Michelle.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine. I just want to ask a question. My aunt want to know that our son is here. He's born here, and if he could file for her.
How old is the son?
He's 20.
Once he's 21.
Next year.
Yes.
September.
Yes. So that's when he's 21 he could file for her, not beforehand.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you. Hold on. All right. Someone has to pick up line 1. Annie, why is she still on hold? Please. Yes, thank you. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Tony. Tony.
Mr. Bernstein, good afternoon.
How are you, Tony? What's up?
Good. A quick question. On the early show this morning, you were speaking about a spouse accompanying the person for the interview. For provisional waiver overseas, do I need to go with my spouse?
No, you don't have to. But if they don't believe it's a real marriage, they may ask you to fly down. but you don't have to.
So normally they don't bring a spouse, or
normally you don't, but you know, some spouses want to go and make sure their other spouse gets through. But you don't. It's not mandatory to go. No, is the question. Is the answer.
Right. So the consulate doesn't ask, is your spouse here or not? They don't ask.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do.
Right, because we have a child in school at that time.
All right. So then that's the answer. I have a child in school, so someone's got to watch this kid. And you do have a child together, so that's goes a long way to proving it's a real marriage.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. 1-800-529-5465. Greg.
Yes.
How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Well, I have a question. I'm kind of puzzled with that situation. I am a permanent resident, and my residence is expired in 2020. It's expired. But then I was detained in an immigration facility, and when I was detained, I didn't take my permanent resident with me. So when they released me, they gave me the E94 permit that is expired in 2016. Me confident that I have my resident that is expired in 2020, I don't put too much attention because I even say to the
Why were you ordered removed?
It was for a crime that I committed in the past, like in the 80s.
For what? And a judge ordered you deported?
No, they canceled the deportation.
They gave you cancellation of removal.
Yeah, they made cancellation of removal.
Perfect. So then, why don't you become a citizen?
And they tell me to become a citizen in 4 years.
Why in 4 years? When was your conviction?
The 4 year I assume because it was 4 years for my.
What year was your conviction that got you in deportation? What year?
It was like 2001.
Okay, you can get your citizenship now.
Right now?
Yeah. What are you waiting for?
Because what happened is when I went to the driver license to get my driver license reinstated. They cannot proceed for the giving the driver license because they say something in Homeland Security.
All right, so you got cancellation of removal. You should be eligible. You already had a green card. They gave you back your green card. Is that correct?
Yeah. But
okay, so you need to become a citizen now. Department of Homeland Security has not updated their information in terms of for New York State driver's license, but we'll have to work through that. You need to become a citizen now. Hold on 1 second. I don't know who they is that you're listening to that says wait 4 more years for citizenship. Do it now. I can help you. And then you don't have a driver's license issue anymore. So hold on 1 second.
Yes.
All right.
Can't listen to they. That's the advice that got DJ Khaled famous.
They.
Like, don't trust they.
Is that what got him famous?
Yeah.
Was that his key to success?
Yeah.
Yes? All right.
They don't want to see you win.
They don't want to see you win.
They don't want to see you in the suit on the radio giving out immigration advice.
Greg, they don't want to see you become a citizen, Greg.
They don't want you to be happy in America.
Let me give you the key, Greg.
Major key.
Major key to
Spar
success.
Bernstein.
I thought I'm the best got him famous.
Vincent.
They don't want you to talk to
They don't want
Vince.
you to talk to Vincent. Vincent, they don't want you to talk to me, Vincent. All right. Elvis.
Yes, well.
How are you?
I'm good. I have a little situation here. I would like to get my citizenship, but about 7 months ago, I have a little thing, argument with the wife, and the cop came, went to court, and they dismissed the case.
Was that your only arrest ever?
Well, that was just for suspended license.
All right. So, I mean, you don't have anything that makes you deportable. Everything was dismissed. But, you know, you do have to prove good moral character, that you're a person of good moral character. People of good moral character don't get arrested. Now, you had one arrest in a 5-year period, you're allowed a bad day. You don't have to be, you know, the Pope for five straight years. You're allowed a bad day. If you have multiple arrests during that same period, then it's a different story. Do not do citizenship. Do not pass go. Do not do anything if you have been arrested any time in your life without coming to me first or going to a good lawyer. Hold on 1 second, all right? Because we're going to have to prove good moral character. Hold on. 1-800-529-5465. If you call now, we do have open lines. You will get through. We'll get you on the radio. 1-800-529-5465. We're only going to be doing immigration for about another 15 minutes or so. So if you don't call in now, forever hold your peace. Alfred.
Yeah, but good afternoon. You've been doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
A friend of mine want to get married. He has a disability. The ladies in Jamaica, he gets disability. These ladies in Jamaica, which is better for him to do? Invite her up with a fiancé visa to go down there and get married. That's number one. Number two, will this affect him filing for her, or he's going to need someone for affidavit of support, and who can do that?
So the answer to the first question, what's better, the fiancé visa or going to get married? That's a decision, you know, for you guys to make. I can give you the pros and cons of going each way. The fiancé visa will get her here faster, but then you have another process to go through after she comes. You got to get married here and then apply for your green card here. So that's more processing. On the other hand, you know, when you come here on a fiancé visa, until you get married, till you adjust, you're not going to get a work permit in your hand. So there's going to be a few months where she's sitting around kind of frustrated with nothing. Alternatively, you can go down to Jamaica, marry her, come back, file for her. She'll wait longer, probably a year and change, but she'll come up with her green card, and you're done. So it's about whether you want her to enter the United States with a green card, or you want the expediency of getting here as quickly as possible. That's a decision you guys make. I don't make. I've just kind of laid it out for you. As far as do you need an affidavit of support, it depends on how much disability you're getting and how many other people you got to support. Hello.
He's gone. There's no more wind in the background.
They don't want him to know the answer.
I don't know. Maybe he flew away.
They don't want him to know the answer. All right. Who are we talking to, by the way? Alex? Maybe? I'm not sure.
What is happening?
I don't know what happened to him. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Taylor. Taylor. Karen. Oh, excuse me. It's Karen.
Good afternoon, Brad.
How are you, Karen?
I'm good.
What's going on?
A friend of mine, she's here in the United States, but she was a green card holder. However, she filed for citizenship, and she has an interview on the 26th of this month. No, she swear on the 26th of this month. But her husband, mom, died, and the funeral is going to be on the 30th of this month. So she's wondering how, if they're going to cancel the green card, and how soon she can get something to go to the funeral. Because the hearing is the 26th, but the funeral is the 27th, the 30th.
Okay, so she swears in on the 26th, and the funeral is the 30th.
Yes.
Okay, so she will swear in. She will buy a plane ticket for the next day, or 2 days. The day after she swears in, she has to go down to the passport office and apply for an emergency passport and show that she's flying for a death and show a plane ticket. And they'll give it her passport the same day on Hudson Street in downtown Manhattan.
Okay, but she has to buy the ticket first to take.
Yes, you would have to bring the ticket, bring the death certificate, and they'll do it all for you in the same day.
In the same day. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. I know that for a fact because years ago I was going, I was actually taking my kids to Jamaica. And we went to the airport and I realized their passports had expired.
Wow.
Yeah, so then I did that myself. I got the ticket for the next day. I went down.
Yeah.
You wait there all day till 5 o'clock, but they'll do it for you.
Same
as long
day.
As you have the plane ticket, yeah. Orlean.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I have a question. I went to do my biometric. My green card is expiring in August 27th, so I did my biometrics on the 26th of November. I haven't received my green card yet in mail.
You did your biometrics when?
November 26, 2016, last year.
And who's sponsoring you?
No. I have a green card.
Oh, so what are you trying to do with the biometrics?
I'm renewing the green card.
Oh, you're renewing it, and they still haven't mailed it to you?
No.
Are you going from a 2 to a 10, or you have a 10 and you're just renewing it?
I have a 10.
Okay. Should have been mailed to you by now. Have you checked the system? They said still pending?
I actually spoke to someone, and they're telling me that because of they have a backlog of...
Yeah. Well, excuse me, they do have a backlog, but it shouldn't be 9-10 months. That's kind of strange. If you want, come in. Let me see what you did. I'm not sure what to tell you until I see what you did.
I'm just waiting. And I need it.
Then you can always go down and get a stamp in your passport. A temporary stamp if you need it. You need to travel or do something. So if you need that's the situation, then go online to uscis.gov. Go make an info pass appointment. Go down, get a temporary stamp in your passport, and then you can do what you want with the passport, with a temporary green card stamp in your passport.
Okay, because it's expiring in August, and I need it for work and stuff like that.
Yeah. So go online now and make the info pass appointment.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Jorge.
Hi. How you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good.
What's up?
I have a question. I was deported in 2007, and I re-entered to the country the same year. I believe they have a rule that it's about 10 years.
Jorge, I have to tell you to shut up right now. You're just admitting to a crime on the radio. There's no rule in 10 years. If you've been ordered deported and re-entered after a prior order of deportation, you have just gone and admitted you're the poster boy for Donald Trump. People who have been ordered deported and returned without permission, it's a crime. You go to jail for 3 to 5 years for that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and don't curse on the radio either. Hold on. All right, so he's now the poster boy for the FCC as well.
That was unexpected.
Unexpected. We need the beep button in the future.
Yeah, we do need. We need a delay.
Yeah. But you don't. You gotta use some modicum of common sense to say, I was ordered deported, and then you know what I did after they told me to leave the country and they physically removed me from the United States? I came back right away.
And then I told everyone on the radio.
And then I told everybody on the radio and on Facebook. And on YouTube.
It sounds more absurd when you
actually
say it.
It sounds more absurd. and he's like, oh, yeah, what could I do? Yeah, I just robbed a bank, and I got about $500,000 in the back of my car. I'm driving down 495. I'm told if I evade the police for 10 years, they'll let me keep the money. No, it doesn't work like that.
I just wanted to call in and let you know, Brad.
It doesn't work like that. All right, 1-800-529-5465. Alex.
Yeah, good morning, how is it going?
How are you?
Okay, I had my green card. I had a 2-year conditional residency.
Right.
And I applied to get it renewed. I got a letter saying that they gave me 1-year extension on it. What does that mean?
That means that you filed the I-751 and you're pending an interview, and the interviews take a good year and change. So while you're waiting to be interviewed to show that it's a bona fide marriage between you and your spouse, they give you an extension for your green card for a year.
Oh, so I just have to wait on them for about a year then?
Wait on them for a year, then they will call you in for an interview. At the interview, you have to prove that you and your spouse are still together. You will be interviewed with your spouse again.
Okay, thanks.
All right?
Okay.
You're welcome. 1-800-529-5465. Alfred.
Yeah, Brad, I got cut off. Not too bad. I got cut off. I was asking a question about the guy with the disability.
Yes.
Going to
that was you. That was you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell me how much your disability payments are on the radio, but if it's you just have to support yourself and nobody else, if your disability payments are above like $22,000 for the year, you don't need a second affidavit support. Otherwise, you're going to need an affidavit support from someone else.
Yeah, he gets like about 800 something.
All right, you can tell me how much you get on the year then. So 800 a month is about 10 grand a year. 11 grand a year. You're going to need an affidavit support for somebody else.
Okay, anyone can be the affidavit.
Anybody,
right?
not anybody. Anybody who's a citizen or a resident if they're living in any of the 50 states.
Okay.
All right.
Number 2
yes.
was, what was the other question?
The fiancé visa or getting married. It depends what you want. Whatever's fast. Yeah. Fiancé visa is faster. Green card, you come in with a green card. So it depends.
Okay, but just at work, you might be sitting around without being able to do any work.
Right. And that's frustrating. That's frustrating.
And that's about 6 to 9 months, right?
It's about closer to 9 months for the fiancé visa and a little over a year for a green card if you're going to go get married. So the fiancé visa cuts the wait down by a couple months. You get here faster, but then you got to apply for a green card here. So you end up getting a green card on the same amount of time.
Okay, so can't go over back to Jamaica until all is set.
Got it?
Yes. The next thing, my son is a citizen.
Yes.
He's now 19.
Yes.
How old he has to be before he could file for his mother in
21.
Jamaica?
21.
Okay, so not before 21.
Not before 21.
All right, thank you very much, Brad. You have been doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Alfred. Keep listening and keep telling people to listen in.
I keep doing that and send them to you over there too in New York.
You're the best. I appreciate it. Where are you calling from?
All right.
Where are you calling from?
Blessed love.
Where are you calling from?
Jamaica.
Oh, you're in Jamaica. Wow. Okay. Very good.
Yeah, man.
All right. Very good. All right. Say hi to Squeeze if you bump into him. He's somewhere in Jamaica. All right. Goodbye. Thank you. All right. Guy goes to Jamaica and never comes back.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. You know, that happens sometimes.
Squeeze does it all the time.
Yeah, you go to Jamaica and never come back. That happens sometimes.
Probably because you did not call 1-800-529-5465.
It only happens if you get deported, obviously. Right. But he didn't get deported. He's a U.S. citizen. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Kristen, welcome.
Hi, how are
you?
you?
From our family law department. You're sitting there. You just walked in a few minutes ago. We're going to be talking about, what are we talking about today? Let's give everybody a little taste.
I was actually thinking about talking about some child support, some visitation.
Child support, visitation.
All the juicy stuff. Yeah, it's summer. Things are a little hectic with families in the summer.
Yeah.
School's out, so everything kind of goes out the window.
And the heat goes up in the kitchen. Literally.
Certainly.
Literally. All right, so we're going to be talking about child support and child custody coming up in just a few minutes. Cordella, if you're watching, relax. I haven't heard from her yet. We will get to page 21.
She trusts us.
She trusts us this time. And then we will get to all your social media questions in a few minutes. And Carmela is going to be here about tax as well. So let's take one or two more calls from the radio at 1-800-529-5465. We'll talk a little family law. We'll do page 21. Carmela will come. We'll get social media in. I got to really get moving here then. All right, we got a lot to cover. Mary. Mary.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What can I do to help you, Mary?
A friend of mine.
Yes.
His grandmother filed for him, and he was deported back to Jamaica. About 12 years now. He's holder of a green card. So he wanted to know if he should apply back for a visa to enter back into America.
Why was he deported?
Oh, I guess he got himself in some trouble.
Well, obviously, you don't get deported because you're an angel. So, but do you know why he got deported?
No.
All right, so that's the first question. Okay? This is one of those things where we got to figure out what happened before you just start randomly filing for stuff. Okay? This is not a let's go randomly file for stuff and see what happens. This is
FOIA, right?
Yeah, this is let's see what you're eligible for. All right? He needs to have a consultation with us. Hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. I always wanted like a Mary to call up and say, Mary, how you doing? And she says, quite contrary. How are you? I always wanted somebody
odds of that ever happening.
I was dying for her to say, I'm quite contrary. How are you?
If someone ever does it, I know they're a plant.
That's a plant.
That's somebody you set up.
All right, Lewis.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, not too bad. My question.
Yes.
I was born in the Azores, so I have a green card. My whole family. I've been here since 1970. My whole
Where
family.
are the Azores? What are the? I don't. Maybe I'm not a geographic.
The islands off of Portugal.
Islands off of Portugal, and that's the United States.
No, it's Portuguese.
Oh, it's Portuguese. Okay, that's why I was confused. Okay, fine. All right.
Yeah, we have a U.S. Air Force base there.
So you were born on an Air Force base?
No, not an Air Force base. I was born on the island. My parents are Portuguese. But we came over in 1970. My family, they're all American citizens. I'm the only one that ever became a citizen, and I'm 55. In 1982, my buddies and I were walking down the tracks. We kind of threw it was a body shop. I ran out of gas. We ran out of gas in my car. Walking down the tracks, there's a body shop there. So we're young, we're stupid. One guy grabs a hood and throws us. Who could throw the furthest? We did. Well, we got arrested. And a couple of months ago, we came back from Mexico, my wife and I got pulled to the side and detained. And they wanted to know about the arrest. Now, I want to apply to become a citizen, but is that going to affect me?
Well, let me ask you this question. What happened with that arrest? You were walking down the train tracks. Obviously, it was either a trespassing or some sort of, destruction of property or theft of property arrest or something, I guess.
Yeah, it was a body shop and it had, like, damaged fenders in the back and damaged heads, like all those parts.
Were you found guilty of anything?
Yeah, well, they made us. The guy from the body shop said the parts were new. We had to pay for new parts, and I thought everything was dismissed and went away. I was a kid, and then a couple of months ago, I was coming back from Mexico, and I pulled over.
So I guess you were. You found guilty of a misdemeanor. I guess maybe.
Right. We paid for the. I guess we paid for. It's so long ago. I'm 55. This happened when I was 18.
It's going to affect your citizenship. Every arrest affects your citizenship. As a matter of fact. You didn't go to jail, so it sounds like a petty offense, which is why you didn't have why they asked you about it, but let you back into the United States, even if it happened 30 years ago. Even that, there are convictions that happened 30 years ago that you travel, you're going to get stopped at the airport and be put in detention.
I've been all over I've traveled.
Right, you never had a problem before, right? Well, it's a new era now. So, you can become a citizen. We'll definitely make you a citizen. But yes, it will also come up at your citizenship interview. But you should file for
I've never had problems. That was the only thing in my record.
I assure you will be a citizen, but you should have a lawyer.
All right, great. Well, now that I have your number, I was flipping through the radio station. Now that I'll be giving you a call.
Okay, fantastic. All right, because all you got to become a citizen, every arrest is going to come up at your citizenship interview, but to become a citizen, you need 5 years good moral character. You have 30-plus years of good moral character. And you need no felonies after 1990, and this conviction happens in 83. So even if it was a felony, it was before 1990. So I'm pretty confident we'll make you a citizen.
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. All right. Let's get into family law.
All right.
So, child custody.
Child custody.
By the way, if anybody, before we get into family law, let me remind everybody two things. Number one, half of America has family law issues.
True.
Half of America. The other half don't, because probably they're not married. Okay, but the half do, or probably the other half don't because they don't have kids. But I think I saw that. I'm going to pull that statistic up. I'm going to look at.
So everyone who's married or has kids has family law problems.
Pretty much.
No, not everybody, but a majority.
There are very few families that don't have problems, whether they want to admit it or not.
I would say zero. Right. Even the Brady Bunch had problems. Every episode they had a problem, and they were the Brady Bunch. So,
the concept of a family is a problem.
Right?
Everyone's so happy.
Right, Kyle?
Something going on there.
You didn't watch the Brady Bunch growing up.
I did not enjoy the Brady Bunch.
Your Jewish grandfather didn't watch the Brady Bunch?
No, but he did watch.
We found out he had a Jewish grandfather.
Really?
Yeah.
Great-grandfather.
Yeah, great-grandfather. All right. Yeah. So, but they didn't have the Brady Bunch back then, I guess.
I mean, my actual grandfather lived for quite some time. He survived the Brady Bunch era.
Yeah, he did. Every family had different strokes, Arnold and Willis, they had a big,
They had a lot of family trouble.
They had a lot of family troubles
and
in real life.
Yeah, in real life.
We're not even talking the show.
Family
We're not even talking the show, right? That entire family was a disaster in real life. But
except for Mr. Drummond, right? Wasn't he like?
Yeah, but he dropped dead of a heart attack from I guess from all of the agita and stress that his fake family gave him. So don't drop dead. We have Kristen here. Call right now. We'll take your calls over the next 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes or so. If you do have a family court issue, a family drama issue that you would like to share with us, child custody, visitation. And by the way, Kristen's a really wonderful attorney. She's fabulous.
Well, thank you, Brad.
And she will be able to, hopefully, to help you right here on the spot. So so in terms of child support, what are you seeing these days?
I see a lot of people who just don't do anything to help themselves. You know, they know they're in a tight spot. They know they've lost their job, or even reduction in hours. So
my apologies. 1 second. Yeah. If we had a camera operator and the family lawyer is talking, maybe we want to turn the camera towards. You can't turn the cameras.
Yes, yeah, we can.
You can. Yes, you can. Yeah. Look, it just turns.
Out of it.
That's okay.
Okay.
She's talking now. Okay, go ahead.
So I think a lot of people, they don't realize that there is relief available to them. If something happens, especially in the current environment, jobs are hard to come by. I think people are struggling, and, a lot of companies are reducing hours, cutting back from full-time to part-time. And if something like that happens to you, there is relief available. You need to go to family court, and you need to let the court know what's going on, instead of just burying your head in the sand and saying, oh, I'm looking for work, I'll get a job next month or next 3 months or 6 months. By that time, you'll owe so much money, you'll never be able to get ahead of it. And I think that's something that people really need to understand.
I agree, and let's hit them over the head with it. People! I'm going to hit them over the head because people don't understand this.
They don't.
If you miss a child support payment, and this probably goes in all 50 states. I doubt it's different in any. I know for a fact in New York.
Yeah.
And probably in all 50 states, most likely, 99%. Yeah. If you miss a child support payment because you can't afford it, it doesn't disappear.
Correct.
That's not a good excuse ever. You miss a child support payment, you owe it.
Yep.
So if you lose a job, you get a reduction in pay, you have to go to court to reduce your child support obligation. The judge doesn't know that you lost your job, or you're not getting the overtime, or you got cut from full-time to part-time.
Right.
The judge doesn't know this stuff.
Yep. And a lot of time, neither does your ex-spouse or your ex-girlfriend, your child's mother. They don't know your situation. You're not communicating with them. And, that goes a long way. Communicating with your ex or, the mother of your child, it goes a long way to resolving these types of issues before they end up in court. And, hiring a lawyer and having us negotiate on your behalf with a spouse or ex-spouse can go a long way, too. Just not paying, people get angry and they get frustrated, and then they do things that they might not otherwise do. So if you communicate with them and you talk to them, sometimes you can avoid, getting a court appearance or something filed against you. And I also just wanted to say something about the enforcement of these types of issues. So once something's filed against you, they can ask different types of relief from the court, one being revocation of your passport or your driver's license. And generally, that would normally take a bit of time for that to happen, but Megan and I just recently met with a gentleman who the order of support was registered from an out-of-state case in New York. The mother lives in, I don't want to say Oregon or something, with the child, and they registered that support order, and they revoked his driver's license within 3 weeks of registering that order. He didn't even have an opportunity to appear on the case yet, and his license was already taken away.
So now you're getting licenses revoked, perhaps passports revoked down the line.
Especially for immigration clients, it's a big deal.
If you've ever heard "don't be an ostrich" or "stick your head in the sand," this is the ultimate "don't be an ostrich."
Yep.
All right. By the way, we're taking calls right now on Family Law, 1-800-529-5465, or you can ask your questions online at Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. Also, you can ask your questions online on Facebook at Brad Bernstein. You can also ask your questions online on YouTube at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. And we're going to get back to immigration, so don't go away. We're getting back to immigration, I promise you. We're just taking a break for a second on family law because it's very important. What?
Nothing. You can give the number. I just also have a question.
Okay, 1-800-529-5465. That's a number to Spar and Bernstein, and you can call to have your family law question asked. You can also call to make an appointment to speak with Kristen or Megan. 1-800-529-5465, 529-5465. And what is your question, Kyle? Strong, manly guy.
Yeah, Chris.
You have a child support question.
No, actually, I have it's like family law question.
Family law question.
Based on what's happening, the popular thing that's happening. Have you heard of the Rob Kardashian situation?
I have. Social media nightmare.
Yeah, and they have a kid. Like, what do you think are the ramifications of everything that's happening with that?
I think that this is something we talked about a few weeks ago about social media and posting these personal, inappropriate things online. I think that both of them are at risk of having that child taken away from them and being placed with another family member.
And I think Rob worse than
certainly
Black China.
He's the one who's offering that information.
That is right.
So that, like I said last time when we spoke about this, there's a lot to be said about privacy when it comes to children. The government, the courts, they do not like you exposing children to these types of things where, the whole world is being exposed
and
to
by the
this.
way, especially for your own publicity.
Of course.
Okay, I mean,
that family's known for that.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody cared about Rob Kardashian until he did this.
Well, this is taking it to a whole nother level.
So it was done. It was done on purpose to build up his own. Obviously, to build up his own publicity.
I think in his head,
nobody cared about him until this. Right. Now all of a sudden he's a big deal.
Well, I think in his head he was trying to shame her, but like I said, a lot of parents think that they're helping themselves by shaming the other parent, bringing certain things to light. Those things would have been better brought in court, not on social media.
Right, and in a private situation.
Correct.
If you were doing this on a public situation and trying to shame the other parent, you're going to look terrible.
And think
terrible
about your
in court.
kid.
You're going to lose custody of your child, visitation, all
certainly.
sorts of things.
Well, they probably had that whole family calling him, "What are you doing? Stop it right now."
Also, because it was in the state of California, I heard that particularly there, it's actually illegal to post pictures of somebody. Because he posted like nudes of her and like really like graphic stuff. It's illegal to post something like that with the intent of destroying somebody's self-image. So he's actually facing charges.
Criminal charges.
Yeah, criminal charges because of the stuff that he posted.
All right. Well, we'll have to speak to the criminal guys about that.
Yes.
That's more information than I ever knew about Rob Kardashian about China.
Yeah,
I
most
want you to
people
know
are like,
something.
who is Rob?
I never knew Rob existed until this happened.
Yeah, I thought they had a TV show. They were happily ever after. I'm so confused.
This is just Mama Jenner's this is another one of her ninja like business architects. Just to like, cause she's the queen of that. Like,
are there other children we don't know about that
I'm
will
sure.
be popping up in some sort of nude?
I'm sure they'll be famous
because every Kardashian has become famous from being nude.
I hope that doesn't happen with Rob.
No. We're going to try and by the way, we're going to try to keep our clothes on here and also see how many people we can get to watch us with our clothes on.
That's why we have the air conditioning installed.
It's time to make sure we keep our clothes on. All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Kristen, mind hanging out while we do a little immigration?
Sure.
And then we're going to get, Carmela has some tax. Why don't you come in? We're running out of time, Carmela. Okay, sure. Tax. Wherever you'd like to sit. What makes you comfortable, Carmela? Whatever makes you comfortable. Come sit down.
Right over here?
Sit. There's an empty mic right there. Why do you need to get other people to stand up? Right? There's an empty microphone. Go sit where the empty mic is. But wherever you're comfortable.
Yeah.
All right. While Carmela's getting comfortable, let's go to Maria with an immigration question. Maria.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is my daughter calls for me and I remain in the U.S.
How'd you come to the United States?
I come in a restaurant.
How old's your daughter? How old is your daughter?
She will be 21 in November.
In November, she can file for you. You will get your work permit by January, and you'll have your green card by April. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
We can help you. We got to run through this show quickly, so we can help you, though. But you're in good shape. Hold on. 1-800-529-5465. Let's take one more call before we get to Carmela. Taylor.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello, Mr. Bernstein?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My daughter came in 75 when she was 5 years old, but now she lives in California. I'm actually my stepdaughter, but her mother turned citizen in the late 80s. Is she a citizen?
Was she a citizen before the mother? Was she under 18 when the mother became a citizen?
Yeah, she was under 20. She was about 18. Yeah.
Well, not about. That's a very important fact. Under 18 or above 18?
I'm not quite sure if it's under or over. Maybe a year or two over.
Then she's not a citizen.
But can she file?
She can file for her naturalization, sure, but she's not a citizen if the mother became a citizen after she was 18.
Oh, she has to be under 18.
Under 18, yeah. Hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. By the way, anybody who ever wanted to save money on their taxes and who doesn't?
I do. Tell me how.
Carmela's going to tell you how right now. Carmela, how do you save people money on their taxes? And you're not an accountant, you're a tax attorney.
Correct.
How do you save, you have about 90 seconds.
Sure.
How do you save people money on their taxes?
Sure. I submit what is called an offering compromise application to file a settlement on taxes that you owe to the IRS. And I have one quick story that I would like to talk about.
Yes.
I had a client that owed about, I would say 11 years of taxes. And I was able to get a settlement of $1,120.
One second.
And she owed...
Wait.
Oh, okay.
I know I told you 90 seconds, but
okay,
I gotta
sure.
make sure I got this shit.
Okay.
I missed something.
All right,
Sure. Okay, yeah. Let me break this down.
All right.
She owed 11 years of taxes.
Yes.
And how much was owed over these 11 years?
About almost $200,000.
Okay, so she just worked here, I guess, off the books, or never paid a tax return?
She worked on the books. She didn't...
she just never filed anything?
She filed the taxes, but she owed taxes when she filed.
Okay, so she was working on the books, and I guess on her W-2 she was not withholding...
1099.
Or 1099.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so she was not paying her quarterly taxes.
Correct.
Year after year, it kept adding up,
Yeah.
and over an 11-year period, she owed over $200,000 to the IRS.
Yes.
And the IRS was doing what to her in terms of trying to collect this money?
Oh, there's various things. Bank levies, you know.
They were taking the money right out of her bank?
Yes.
They were taking the money out of her paychecks?
No, the bank.
But out of the bank?
Yes.
So every time she put a check in the bank, that money was gone?
Yes.
That's crazy.
That is
crazy. So basically, whatever she worked for just got siphoned away to zero?
Yes.
And this woman now owes hundreds of thousands of dollars. She comes to Carmela here at Spar and Bernstein. Carmela files an offer and compromise.
Yes.
Now, when you file that, the money stops getting sucked out of the bank, right?
Everything stops.
Yes.
That's the best part about offering compromise application. Also, you don't have to pay any installment agreements too.
Right. So all of a sudden now, what she's earning, she's now keeping while you are basically in the process of negotiating a settlement for her.
Yes.
And in that process of negotiating a settlement, she's now able to breathe again. Her paychecks are not being sucked out of her bank account. I mean, that's really what it is. And then ultimately, you were able to turn a $200,000 debt into $1,000.
And
as they say in my synagogue, Mazel Tov. That is amazing.
Thank you.
All right.
And her situation is also different. She was also working 2 jobs, but now working 1 job.
Wow. So now because she was working 2 just to pay the taxes.
No, she lost her second job, so she only had 1 job.
That's a really amazing. Can you imagine owing $200,000?
No, I'd have a heart attack.
And then all of a sudden, now you owe $1,000. You'd be like,
I'd be kissing your feet, Carmela.
Was she kissing your feet, Carmela? Carmela, did she kiss your feet?
She was very, very happy.
Did your foot get kissed? Yes, it did. All right, there it is. Listen, it's worth it, folks. All right, because I guarantee you, she didn't pay anywhere near that to Carmela, right?
No.
To save $200,000, I think I would kiss Carmela's toes also.
I would too.
1-800. That's amazing. And by the way, it's a free consultation.
Yeah.
To speak to her. It's
free
absolutely
consultation.
free. So if you owe taxes or you haven't paid a tax return, you're on a payment plan, whatever it is, give her a call.
There's no excuse.
No excuse. All right. 1-800-529-5465. We got to talk about page 21 quickly. It's USA Credit Repair. We just got to go very fast. The telephone number for USA Credit Repair is 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. They are our proud sponsors. Give them a call. WeFixBadCredit.com. You're not sure what they do?
Self-explanatory.
WeFixBadCredit.com. It's also a free call. And if you're not sure if you got bad credit or not, give them a call. And they have a couple of slogans that we've been playing around with. All right, it's a beautiful thing credit.
It's the key.
It's also
to beautiful credit.
The key to beautiful credit. Beautiful credit's right around the corner. If you're not sure what if you got under 700, you don't got beautiful credit. We got all these slogans, but it's one thing that you got to do is just call them 1-800-872-7177. What else? 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. The call is absolutely free. Their consultation is free. And what else did you want to say?
Spielberg's his slogan was USA Credit, help me. Please help.
That's the worst. That was so bad we can't even say it again. All right. 1-800-872-7177. USA Credit Repair. 1-800-872-7177. And let's go social media quickly.
All right. Quickly, what if you are in the U.S. and your daughter wants to file for you?
Then have her file for you as long as she's over 21 and a U.S. citizen and you entered legally.
My friend has a green card. My friend was a green card holder, but he was deported back to Jamaica. He's here about 12 years now. Does he have to apply for a visa to come back to America?
Absolutely. You just don't come back after getting deported and say, hi, I'd like to come back. We got to figure out why he got deported first. The why is important.
I heard the service center is having a little delay, Brad. Is that true?
Yes.
If you have 2 kids and get married to your kid's father, whom you live with, will you still get a 2-year green card?
Yes, because it's based on not the number of children you have, but the years of marriage.
This is my first time on your program. My name is Nicole. I live in Jamaica. I'm on filing since 2007 in the F3 category. My priority date is September 7, 2007.
They're up to 2005. You got about 2 to 4 more years to go, depending on how fast.
Wow, that's a long wait.
Yes, it's a long wait.
Hey guys, if me and my wife break up before the first interview, is it possible for me? Why are you laughing at this?
Sorry.
The divorce attorney set off a chain reaction of laughter.
They're already breaking up. I'm serious. This happens all the time. They're breaking up before. I
hear this every day.
They're breaking up before the interview. Okay.
Okay, so if me and my wife break up before my first interview, is it possible for me to get my 2-year by myself, or should I go to the interview?
No, you can't get it by yourself unless you can show abuse.
My husband lost his job. Our lease expired soon. We're thinking of moving in with family separately for a few months until...
We answered this question before. You got to live together. Don't live separate. Continue.
Is $1,000 a down payment agreeable for you to start my paperwork? I need a waiver for my green card.
She's negotiating my legal fees over the radio.
Over the comments.
Over the comments. She's not even. All right, just call my office. Negotiate with them. Okay, next.
My friend wants to know what steps should he take to vacate a plea. He pled guilty unknowingly.
Unknowingly? How do you... well, you unknowingly pled guilty if you didn't understand what you were pleading to.
Happens a lot.
I don't think he was... When you say unknowingly, like you were in a coma. And they,
Right.
That's what unknowingly, would mean to me, It's like, was it Weekend at Bernie's, carrying the guy around or something? No, unknowingly means that you weren't given all of your rights. Had you known that you were giving up rights by pleading guilty, whether it was right to live in America, right to become a citizen, or other rights, then yes, your constitutional rights, substantive rights may have been violated, and you can try to vacate that conviction. State by state, it's different.
Yep.
But but you can definitely call us, and we can see what we can do to help you.
I would like to know if I received my green card through marriage and then I eventually become a citizen while being married, how soon after I'm divorced can I file for my undocumented girlfriend? Also, how quickly will she receive a green card after marriage?
Why is it
His girlfriend
None
in
of this
Jamaica.
is funny.
Well, this is the thing.
What
made me laugh is because he's like, I received my green card through marriage, but I want to file for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But he didn't say he got divorced.
Guess what?
Because he's not divorced.
He's not divorced yet. Guess what?
Welcome to my world.
There's no filing for girlfriends. Okay. Number 2, if you got a green card through marriage, you can't turn around and marry someone else for at least 5 years and file for them.
And that is the question he wanted to know. How soon after he's divorced?
5 years from the time he got his green card.
Can you see yourself being boyfriend and girlfriend for 5
years?
5
years. How long have you had your girlfriend?
Going on 11.
Okay, it's possible.
It's unlikely.
Unlikely, but possible. All right. Valerie, we have time for about 1 minute. Quickly. Valerie?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Yes.
You got about a minute.
Okay, a question, about one of my son. His green card is expired, and now I heard that he got a baby. I don't know police pulled him over for drink and drive.
Okay.
But he was about to apply for a citizen because I'm the one that filed for him.
He's not doing his citizenship right now if he got pulled over for drinking and driving until that case is resolved. He needs a good lawyer. He needs a good lawyer because if it's DUI, he's okay. If it's DWI, he's getting deported. So he needs a good lawyer. Don't take it very seriously. Hold on.
Talk to Dave and Paul.
Yes, 1-800-529-5465.
One quick question. What's the cost to file Form 130 for my dad?
$535 is the filing fee. There you have it. What did we learn today? We learned don't ignore child support.
Absolutely.
And if you have any family law issue, call Kristen right now at 1-800-529-5465. We learned that if you owe taxes, you're on a tax payment plan, you haven't filed your taxes, you owe anything, call Carmela.
That's right.
You may end up kissing her feet when she saves you $200,000. 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, if you have any immigration issues, don't go it alone. Go figure it out first. You're listening to really good lawyers. You're listening to good family court lawyers, divorce lawyers, good tax lawyers, good immigration lawyers. 1-800-529-5465. We got to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.